Hi, this is Prophet Shah from the Living Lotus Universal Spiritual Temple. This is day 2 of our 30-day meditation and healing, and I want to welcome you and thank you for all your support in the past and hopefully in the future. Today is Willful Wednesday, as I call it. Make sure today you wear your purple in your clothes, or something in your hair, so on and so forth. It's a very powerful color, and purple is also associated with spirit. So I love these days. I love my purple days, just because I feel more connected and spiritually grounded. Today I want to talk to you about your will and what are you willing to do. And you've seen my memes, and I'm posting always Willful Wednesday and something to that effect. But your will, what are you actually willing to do? There are a lot of people who look to other people to do something for them because they're not willing to do it. A lot of people, and I'm not saying this in a negative light, but this is the role that religion serves mankind. It gives them an opportunity to still work on their spirituality and not feel so burdened with the responsibility of owning up to their own spiritual well-being. So they're able to find a peace that they're unable to find and hand it off to an idea or something, and then therefore they can go about their day and feeling better. But I noticed that throughout my life, I've went through various things, various philosophies, religions, and I came across this universal law, which is called cause and effect. It's one of the 7 Hermetic principles. And I needed a new direction in my life. And so that was my creed. That's what I measure everything to. If I produce the cause, I should expect a certain type of effect. And so if I don't do something right, if I'm not thinking right, if I'm not feeling in my heart right, if I'm not acting right, if I'm not looking at things right, I should expect what we would perceive to be a negative effect. And it's not necessarily negative, it's the appropriate response to what I put out in the universe. I don't believe there's good or bad, there just is. Whatever the cause is, it produces a certain type of effect. And being spiritual, you take responsibility for your own soul and spirit's well-being. You don't hand it off to somebody. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying, being spiritual, you take responsibility for whatever happens to you, whatever you do to someone else, whatever happens in your world, whatever happens to the world around you. You take responsibility for it. And that's really important, because how do you move forward? If you're in class and you're always having somebody to take your test for you, right, and cheat, when the final exam comes and everybody gets a different type of exam and you haven't did the work, you didn't do the studying, what's going to happen? You're going to fail, right? And like my dad used to say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So today, I want you to think about, what are you willing to do for your own self, for your own spiritual self. What are you willing to do? Maybe it's reading books to educate yourself. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's exercising for your physical well-being. It could be a lot of things. But what are you willing to do to take care of your mind, body, and spirit? It's so important. That should be, it should be the most important thing you do. We put bills, we put kids, we put our spouses, we put our girlfriends, our boyfriends, our extended family. We put all these people in front of us. But if you're not happy, if you don't have love in your heart, if you don't have the mental wellness to go about the day, how are you going to help somebody else? You ever been in a bad mood and somebody needs some help? You got major attitude, right? Did you help them? Of course not. Or if you gave them some advice, it wasn't right. But at the time, you're so caught up in your feelings, you don't even care. But you got to take responsibility for that. You are responsible for your own happiness. Doesn't matter if other people are going to be happy with you. You have to be responsible for your own happiness. Because if you're not happy, you will never make anybody else happy. If you're not spiritually grounded, it's going to come off. It's just like I'm a parent. A lot of you are parents, right? If your mind and your heart's not right, it's going to transfer into that child. Everything you do, in the physical or the spiritual or the metaphysical, everything you do has an effect. So we have to pay attention to the causes that we produce. We have to pay attention to our will. Are you willing to be broke in any shape, form, or fashion? Are you willing to be happy and prosperous? What are you willing to do? So I want you to think about that today and look forward to some more videos throughout the 30-day process. And what we're going to do now, we're going to do some deep breathing, some meditation. And what I want you to focus on is your heart. Now, we talk about the 7 chakras. If you haven't heard about it, they're 7 energy centers, and there's a more advanced way to look at it. But basically, you have 3 lower, and you have 3 higher, and they all meet in the heart center. And the heart energy is where you do all the work. That's where you transmute, transform that which comes from above so that which is below can make use of it. And when you're trying to build and to elevate, you are able to take that which is below, transmute it into a higher frequency, and take it above, if you will. So I want you to focus on your heart and your energy and sending out love and peace to yourself and to all those around you. I want you to think about what you're willing to do. And by all means, send me light and love as I'll be sending you light and love and energy. And together, we'll build a better community of spiritual people that are here to help everyone. Doesn't matter if they believe in what you believe. We have to do our part and raise the vibration, raise the frequency in this live stream for the betterment of all humanity. And you do make a difference. And we'll talk more about that in the coming days. So you might even want to put your hands at your heart, the center of your chest, to draw your focus in. And we're going to just do some deep breathing and sit still for a moment and think about those things. And then just be quiet and be still. So we're going to take 3 what we call positive breaths. And that's breathing in, holding it through the nose, letting it out, holding it through the nose. Okay? So here we go. We're going to do 3 positive breaths. Just follow along with me. Close your eyes. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Out through the nose. All the way out. Hold it. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Out through the nose. Hold it. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Out through the nose. Hold it. Now we're going to do 3 neutral breaths. And that's just breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply, all through the nose. Close your eyes and follow with me. Breathe in. Deep. Breathe out. All the way out. Breathe in. Deep. All the way out. Blow it all the way out. Breathe in. Oh, yeah. Breathe out. All the way out. Now return to your normal breathing and just sit there a while. Send your love and light to me as I send my love and light to you and to the world around us. And may the Most High, the Source, the God, Creator and Maker of all, infuse our beings with the life spirit of prosperity, of healing, of love, and of peace. May that infuse our being and through our heart centers, our heart chakras, that we are able to spread that not only amongst ourselves, to each other, but to those that we come in contact with. Just sit quietly. Focus on the heart. Focus on the love. Focus on the peace. Focus on your happiness. Focus on being prosperous in health, in finance. Bringing peace into your world and to those you come in contact with. Quiet the mind. Just be still. As they say in the Psalms, be still and know that God is. Let that sacred sound fill your being, for it's good for all that come in contact with it. Yes. We'll now open our eyes, come back out of that wonderful space, and hopefully you'll go about your day in peace and in love, and share your light with others. All of my social media should be listed in the description below. So if you haven't liked the fan page, you haven't joined the community, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Please do so. I'll post all the information there. And we'll hopefully carry the spirit throughout the rest of the day. And we'll see each other tomorrow with more positivity, more prosperity, more healing, and more love. Peace be upon you and all around you. And I like to close out by saying always, be, and it is.